Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the second Archon quest of patch 4.1, the fourth Archon quest. Today's quest is called Cataclysms Quickening into Deep Water Murk. So, we're investigating more stuff, investigate freely even. We've got lots of spare tickets. We're investigating whatever happened, how Childe got to get away so quick. I think we're just gonna go and see Linny really. I don't know why we're investigating. I think our real... Whoa, almost died of fall damage if I didn't plunge. Here's another gang.
Listen in on the conversation.
Eavesdropping? Alright. They're gonna catch us. It's gonna cost us tickets. We are totally just eating food, haha.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
No.
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Everyone's saying mate down here.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us.
I'm not.
I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. Or marked for life.
It's so funny to me that they still have their, like, daily fits on.
I don't buy that.
Okay.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater you spewing? I have family up there.
Wow.
You better shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
Damn.
Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you
Screaming.
still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence.
Uh-huh.
Not bad if you ask me.
He's a bit deaf, I think. He must work, like, at the mines or something.
Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
Your family.
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe. How someone as useless as you is so confident.
What the hell?
Whoa.
They're gonna fight.
Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld.
Uh-huh.
Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there.
Fair.
Is it only something the inmates down here say?
I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Maybe I can talk to them.
Anyway, I've already decided to stay here.
Interesting.
Wish I could say the same.
That's it. Sinister convict. It's just these two. Okay. She makes a good point. Overworld, underworld. I know I say it a lot, but I don't know if it's ever been used in Genshin before. Maybe it's not that big of a deal. Maybe you were paying too much attention to it for no reason. Give me that spear. We got a spear. Got a big blade down here. Yeah, like they are hiding weapons for us. The revolution.
You over there?
Bavalier. What's up, Bavalier? Who? Me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games?
Oh.
You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
You looking to fight? Even down here people play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the water.
True.
Literally sprouting up everywhere.
Like Mint and Enka. You know if you know.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
Oh, I would have loved to. What do you mean no?
Alright. No pressure.
I'll come beat you up later, Bavalier.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Yeah, fight with bronze.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it?
So true,
It's all the
bestie.
same in my eyes.
Uh-huh.
There are lots of card players here in the fortress.
Really?
When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right?
Flex.
Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
Wonderful.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now.
Now we're new.
All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
It's not fresh in my head anymore.
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yeah, of course.
Ben, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
No. I didn't know that.
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping.
Interesting.
Bigger guy is Quisto.
Quisto.
And the skinny one is Lavaroon.
Lavrune.
People call them the bombshell bros.
Yo, is one dressed in red and one in green, perhaps? Cuistot, like this, means cook in French.
Never really found their gossip very mind-blowing.
Okay,
It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day.
fair.
If you're interested, you can go talk with them.
Uh-huh.
They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
The bombastic bros.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
For a few tickets, maybe.
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
Why is he not pressing us for money?
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meripede before?
Does not surprise me a single bit. If this comes as a surprise to anyone, how?
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
I honestly, if this is real, I'm not even surprised a little bit.
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me.
Yeah.
Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though.
Bet it was when he was masked and beat the shit out of everyone.
To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place?
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
NGL, bro. Respect. By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone?
A forbidden zone?
Yeah.
Sounds like something that someone just made up.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
Some freak.
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
We're pressing him for info.
Anything else? Not that I can think of.
What a nice
I'll
guy.
be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time.
Sure.
You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though.
Of course. It's only fair. Kind guy. Kind guy.
See you later. Hey, let's play a game if you ever have time.
I'm excited for that. I want to. I want to fight him in TCG. Would be interesting. Nameless man guy. I'm pretty confident we said we just go meet Linny at the end of last arc. So I'm not sure why we're just interrogating a bunch of people. Also, we kind of skipped work. Oh no, wait, it's free. That's true. It's free work day, or like it's free day in general. There's no no one has to work today. There's one day a month. That's like this.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
More eavesdropping.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
We're listening. I love faucet stories.
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something.
As we walk up further. We're in bad
What's the
hands.
matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Yeah, what this guy's saying.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks. You guys are really nice.
You hear that, Quisto?
Oh, it's
We're
them.
nice.
Yeah.
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right?
Uh-huh.
But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
You do.
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself?
Right.
Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, that was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
Uh-huh.
Your group?
Yeah, the cooks and gossip group.
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call
They
us
left.
bombshell bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive. And we blow minds on the regular.
Yeah, you're such a nerd.
So, you two
Shut
really
up.
like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
Uh-huh.
No.
No.
Don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Oh, my Archon. I'd love to know. Please tell me.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
Okay.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
Your belly is mighty.
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently.
Right.
He is the
right.
cook, isn't he?
That meal we
Oh
had
my god, maybe he
yesterday
knows
was
about the wheat.
Super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
The weird meat. Do you know about the weird meat?
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
And your nickname is Cook already?
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
Uh-huh.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
There you go.
Not enough about that.
You didn't say that. You're talking even more than your voice lines permit.
Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes.
Yeah.
Listen carefully.
Uh-oh.
This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Uh-huh. Huh. Did Lefron just wink at me? It seems like he's saying, don't be upset. He's a good fellow.
Listen, kids.
Really?
The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated.
Okay.
The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here.
Sure.
We're basically
Overworlders again.
dogs to them.
Dogs again.
You've already met the one person here you should never cross. The
Okay.
Duke, Risley. He knows
Risley?
more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Okay.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks.
Wow.
Even better treatment in the infirmary.
That sounds lovely.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right?
Jurieux.
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all.
Okay.
Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often?
I don't know.
If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But, I mean, you just don't get tickets then, right?
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here?
Really?
There's no denying that.
This guy is also a ventriloquist.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meripede, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
They're really into like flooding the place too and resetting everything. Ah, interesting. According to Cuisto, a person named Jurieux frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine.
Okay.
I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into
A
a
library?
fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
Sure.
You mean he hit a woman?
Oh my god.
Wow. I never imagined he was that bad.
They fought? What the hell?
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary.
Uh-huh.
Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Suspicious.
Wait a second. You don't think?
He does think.
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
These guys are crazy. So, Jurieux had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too. I'll try.
We've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny.
Alright.
Is it really all right for us to talk about people behind their backs like this?
Of course it is.
That's just how it goes. Good gossip is still gossip.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I guess you're right. But,
Bad gossip.
Wait, we're not just gossiping. This is legit information we're discussing here, right?
I thought gossip didn't per se mean baloney.
According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I will teleport there. Because otherwise, I'm lost in the sauce. I never know where it is, dude. Let me go here. Oh, wait, did it say production zone? Ah. That's a bit of an ah moment. That goes down as well. The mean also went ah. I don't know how to, I still don't know how to work my way around this place. That goes up. I need to go down. Uh-huh. Alright, I'll see you when I'm there, because I don't remember. Actually, I'm really intrigued by something. Can we go meet Sausage real quick? Worstje. Oh, he's not here. Baited. Alright, secret hiding spot. Should be right here to the right. Lenny, Lynette, Freminet. Alright. He's in the public this time.
Huh?
Huh? Hey, dude. It's me. How's it going?
That look in your eyes.
Whoa.
You found something?
What a transition. A little something, yeah?
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
We found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo.
Aw, you flatter
have my
us.
full and undivided attention.
Where's your sister? You summarize your findings to Linny.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all. And Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out.
Yes.
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit
He's
for.
determined, for sure.
Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father.
Okay.
We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts.
Well, we need Fréminet for that.
Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation,
Yeah.
he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Imagine the new weekly boss is just another child. Another child weekly boss?
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fréminet would be up to the task.
Uh-huh.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today.
Oh.
Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Today was free day. No one had work today. You're a little liar. Thanks.
No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all.
I'm pretty sure in the last
Honestly,
quest he said it was free
I'm far
day.
more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
I think maybe Risley's also asking for this information. I want to call him Risley, guys. I refuse to call him Risley. I'm actually officially making it sausage.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fréminet will have to retrace Master Child's original route.
Uh-huh.
And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at
I
the
know.
earliest. That's 6 days from now.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
Yeah, we need to get tickets. I get it.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
Yeah, I don't know what that's based on. That's true. That's weird.
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands.
But you don't know that pipe.
Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now?
9.
We'll be able to pick up Fréminet while we're at it, too.
That's so sad. We're gonna miss that whole thing. Sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with.
Okay.
Though we can just sit back and wait for Fréminet's report on Master Child's whereabouts,
Yeah.
we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
What if that is the Forbidden Zone?
Fréminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas.
Yeah.
And I'll need to spend some time helping Fréminet prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
To do your work.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Will it be difficult?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
Alright.
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Hey, I did try that one time when it was empty. When the lady was missing.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier.
Yeah,
So it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover.
I see.
You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you.
Right.
Investigate the internal
feel like
structure
more
of the
suspicious.
infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover.
Alright.
But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Did you only say that because I'm an amateur?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur. Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
Did I say that?
I'll believe anything as long as it comes from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
Did I say that?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
I think he's gaslighting me.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
I'll put it in my agenda. Interesting. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary under the guise of something. I'm so hurt. Ow. Eavesdrop moment. I love that.
Stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
I actually love that. Also, you guys think we're gathering information in that book that keeps popping up here? To eventually be freed from prison? Like, would actually go to court again? I wonder.
There seem to be several people inside.
Uh-huh. Okay, let's try and eavesdrop them first. You and Paimon hide in a corner and try your best to eavesdrop the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation, but you only manage to get bits and pieces. I feel like this...
It's not impossible.
It's not impossible.
Oh,
I can't hear anything.
it's a bit hard to understand them from here.
Uh-huh.
So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person?
Okay.
Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Well, she can tell if we're lying, so we can't lie about being hurt or something. You nod and take a long deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor from a soul. Oh, ew. If you recall correctly, that potion is a result of a failed attempt at your alchemy once you perform a Paimon during your journey.
Oh,
Ah, ew. Give it a good whiff, you're going to push back to palm. Oh, gee, that's way too quick. I can't catch up to that.
Please help! She's sick!
Whoa, are you okay?
Well, no. What do you think I'm sitting here on this mucky floor?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do. Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Yes, I'm dying.
Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
I can't move. My tummy hurts. Ah.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
She's so sweet. Aww. Aww.
You can do it, traveler.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Go for it. Ah, it hurts. Sijun has taken a few instruments out and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger.
Ah.
That's our worst fear out of the way.
But I feel like I'm dying.
Oh, that's good. I'll
But
continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression is growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
Ow! I'm in pain. No, it's fine.
And here?
Oh, yeah, that hurts. I feel like Steve.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here.
Oh.
Oh, how strange.
We're about to discover something real crazy about Lumine. Oh no. Wasn't I acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
Ah! No, I'm kidding. It's fine.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
I've been lying. Don't do something crazy now.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all.
Okay.
Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
Yeah, thank goodness.
And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently.
Ooh.
I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
We're gonna get Christo fired.
Congratulations. The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days.
Awesome.
Why don't you take a rest here while
Oh.
I go get some medicine for you?
Perfect. And now we get to snipe.
Miss Lurvine, I'll have to try
It is
to help
Lurvine.
me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Okay.
Very well.
Huh? She ran away.
She hopped away just like that.
Yep. Phew. This infiltration mission is going much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sijui just called a woman Lurvine, so she has to be one of the frequent visitors to the infirmary, I've heard before. Would that mean the man next to her is LIYUE then?
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
My tummy hurts. Still not great. Can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. He's gonna look in my direction too.
Her stomach ache's really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sijun says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
Uh-huh.
She's the best medic we've got down here.
Lovely.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
Well then, she's also the worst medic down here.
What do you mean that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
Ooh.
Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine.
Wow.
And they help Miss Sijun take care of the sick and injured.
Who would this be?
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
Aren't you a patient too?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
It's okay, my tummy hurts. Please let me sleep.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Siegewien prescribes for us.
Okay.
That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her...
He said us in the voice.
You could say she fancies herself as Miss Siegewien's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Why are you being so mean?
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurrier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Wow. That's like a compliment. I don't understand. When it's EU, why do people always see an R there? It's the same with Neuviette and now Jurieux. They're like, Jurieux.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
The subtitles have nothing to do with the voice lines in this quest, I feel. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Oh, I'm going deaf. Phew. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious inside the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't many furnishings on the wall, huh? Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey, hey! There's no need to fight!
Good distraction, Paimon.
Someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
Slay.
But...
No, you're right. He's being a dick. I'm not gonna lie, but be the better person.
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
I do. Presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's an adventurer's intuition speaking. Isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here, of all places? Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurrier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
But he's gonna die.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
Goodbye.
He just slowly walked off like that?
Yeah, he's a meanie.
That's just what he's like.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurrier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
Yep.
I mean, can you blame me? Look, who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is?
Uh-huh.
But there's no need
Long
to keep
pause.
dwelling on him.
Very long pause. I think she had a crush on him or something, and she got rejected. That's my read on this.
I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Siegewien should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking out after me. Or for me.
No, it's nothing.
Well, thanks.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
No, I got really stressed out. They were arguing the entire time.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Siegewien.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest?
No.
I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days worth of medicine for you.
Thank you.
Take 1 pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Alright. You take the stomach ache pills that Siegewien gave you.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Huh.
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Okay. Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember?
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
Are you telling me this tiny, cute Melusine isn't good? Why are they trying to make us sus of them?
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Take care, Lorvine.
See ya!
Bye-bye. As she goes, sprinting.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now.
Uh-huh.
You're widely known as the Traveler, right?
Rednas, not a
Just
traveler.
want to double-check a few details, if that's all right with you.
No, it's not okay.
Those two
Confidential.
made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the Traveler rest?
Oh.
Paimon can answer the questions instead.
Wow.
So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
Lack of sleep and eternal sadness.
That's it.
Oh.
All right then. Is there anything anything we should know besides to take the meds?
No.
No, her base constitution is quite good. So I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking
Thanks for the
medicine.
compliment.
Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods. And don't stay up too late at night.
But how do I choose that? The food is RNG. It's gotcha.
Got it. Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Sichuan's still looking at me. I should try taking a nap, like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already?
Yeah.
Okay then, you get some rest.
Thanks. You move yourself to regular patient's bed and relax completely. The weariness from work and intel gathering you've been holding back. You can, however, still catch some hints of Paimon's conversation.
We've been to lots of places together. She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong.
Stop giving so much info.
Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Maybe everyone's here. Why is everyone supposed to be sus of everyone? Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall into a restful sleep. Hello. I am indeed awake. I can see two little beans.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel that better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take your meds regularly. And remember bland foods.
But I don't get to pick.
Thank you, Miss Sijuin.
Thank you. Bye. Oh, I get to talk to her again. Yes.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
What would that be about? I want to go see that hatch. Screw it. Does it sound hollow? We're not allowed in yet. Return to the dormitories. I guess I'm gonna tell Paimon what happened. Or is this guy waiting for us here? Oh, it's Rosalino again. You know what? This might be super weird. I've never been into fashion, but Genshin is like making me more interested in it. Like I've always known about cultural attires, right? And I've found that super cool. But more like I don't know how you say, just cosmetic fashion, like not culturally involved. Alright, Paimita, listen up. I found a vault.
Something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
Sleep talk? Did I say anything I shouldn't have?
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, don't take my grilled fish, and put down the Adeptus Temptation now. Paimon talked with Sijuin the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and
Nice job,
didn't notice
Paimon.
anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
I found a hatch. Are we really off track though? There are still a few weird things about the place. That movable hatch on the ground, as well as the question Sijuin asked Lurvine. And also, were they really talking about their meds before we walked in? Oh, and was Lurvine and Juria's argument genuine, or were they just putting on a show? Paimon, hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to give the info to Linny.
Has it been 9 days? Over the next few days, you and Paimon work at your stations as normal. During your shifts, however, you manage to find opportunities to write keywords relating to your suspicions on a piece of paper. Did really the one time it sticks forever? Okay, whatever. That's a bad idea also, to write it down. Someone can easily take that, and we get caught. You manage to pass the slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. Her disguise is impeccable, and she does not even look at you or change her expression as she pockets the info. Smooth moves, and nothing happened. And finally, the promised 9th day arrives. How spicy, guys. How interesting.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Linny.
Nice and easy. The truth shrouded in shadows. Go to the protection zone to search for Linny. Oh, there he was again. Lenmeister. Good day to you. Hello. Long stare. What an interesting interaction. Let's go hide behind this pillar.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Not really.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That
It
means
is.
You didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary.
I had to smell some, like, poo water or whatever it was.
We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago.
Great.
And as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
How did that work?
Wait, why is she getting involved as well.
Yeah.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Fremonet's help, you've already done more than enough.
Okay.
Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over and reduce the amount of suspicion that will fall on any given person.
That makes sense.
Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
I feel like you're like gatekeeping me from finding the actual answer.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Yeah, no, I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people, and we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us.
Here it
lest you've
is.
forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties.
Yep.
You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
Yes.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future too.
This was every time I hear this, it makes me think there's gonna be the whole like end game is just be everyone we met along the way, all the friends we met along the way. We're gonna be fighting together against the greater evil.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect you from any peril.
Okay.
Fremonet and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it now.
Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremonet returns.
Okay.
If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Sure.
Is now really a good time to go over?
Probably not.
According to my observations, Sijuin always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch.
True.
Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her.
We heard about that too. This is true, but it's weird that we didn't tell him.
Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only natural for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
Remember?
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Alright. Teleport me there? Pretty please? Oh yes, thank you. For the huge teleport. But this guy's seen us a million times. Maybe we should pay him some tickets to keep his mouth shut. Just like his one eye. That is the default shut. Hello?
Lynette should be here right now.
Uh-oh. In the hatch, perhaps.
Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Sijuin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
Could she have found a lead and left to follow it?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know.
Well, check around. Maybe there's some kind of, I don't know, information. Or she does a flip right now. She's a cat, right? She can flip off the ceiling and land. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues
Flushed?
around here. We can look while we wait for her. Who knows? Maybe she'll be back soon.
I want to check the hatch so bad. So bad. So mega bad. I knew books would be one of them. Let's check that first. What does she supposedly
There are
have?
some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records.
Check ours to see if we were caught.
Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patient, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions,
Wow.
and the meaning of laughter.
Oh, I'd want to read that.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sijuin would be interested in these kinds of things?
As a nurse, probably in all of them. I'd expect so.
She even has books on understanding people's motivations.
She's a
and
Melazine. Yeah.
Is it because she's a Melazine?
Of course it
Or
is.
does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Well, that too.
Seems quite normal to me.
Yeah,
These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
definitely. Definitely. Okay. Next up, the bed. Still warm, bet.
None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in,
Okay.
except that one over there.
Okay.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Don't blast that out loud.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest, while she left to retrieve the medication.
But this bed is still unmade.
Which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
Okay. Oh no, that's not a good sign. I need to think of why that isn't a good sign. Why would the nurse leave the bed unmade? The hatch.
Ah, this is it. We saw it before.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Uh-huh. Leans down to get a closer look at the hatch.
The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart.
Okay.
There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere.
I see.
Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure.
Uh-huh. Pensive.
Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
I'm not panicking. Look at Lenny's face. He's definitely beginning to panic. I was gonna say, don't panic. He probably said that subconsciously for himself, more than anything else. Yeah, and understandably so, honestly.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
See, it had to be.
A slip of paper?
Yeah.
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads,
Here we go. Open it. Scrunch noise.
out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message.
What?
You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Okay.
This
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
What the what? Hello?
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now.
I mean, what?
Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Huh?
No. Could she have... Is she already...
She's with... What?
Writhsley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Is he bad?
Wait.
That's
you mean
crazy.
He was aware of our goals from the very
Oh,
beginning?
he's not that crazy.
Why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes, that is a crucial question. Writhsley, he doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning.
Okay.
You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Writhsley. We're a completely different story, though.
I see. Why do you only go after Lynette? Why didn't he go after you as well? I guess Lynette's easier target? Or maybe he would go save Lynette, and then you get the 2-for-1? Free deal?
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her?
Well, you're gonna go after her for sure.
Don't panic. Just think everything over. I have to stay calm. This
Oh
is not
no.
like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
This is a callback to that cutscene where they talked about Arlecchino's, like, or the first time about Arlecchino, right?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means
Oh, the eerie music. Oh no.
the fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds. Could Writhsley have let him go as well?
I don't know.
But what does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
How do we get it? I'm so confused. I don't get it at all. Let me think. Give me a second. In his eerie music, I'm gonna be thinking about everything we've heard so far. I don't have a single read on this yet. No, I can't. I'm thinking, I don't see how it links into Childe. I don't know what side he picks. If it has something to do with Arlecchino, I don't know. He deliberately made them both disappear.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it.
What for?
We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side.
Uh-huh.
If Writhsley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
But to achieve what?
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Oh yeah, saying calm down usually works. Calm down!
Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Childe. That was our fault.
Oh, was this the plan? To sever our relationship with him, maybe? Now he's gonna be mad at us.
No, I'm the leader of this
No?
operation, and I'm
Then
the
I
one
don't get it.
responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them.
We'll go save him.
I'll go talk to Writhsley.
Hey, don't
Okay.
be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
I'll
I
try.
simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again.
Fair enough.
I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
Was this the goal? The choppy stare.
After him.
Okay. Oh my god. Wow. A little smile. That's so
I
nasty.
feel like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
Okay.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Interesting.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
I was more sus of her than I was of Sausage, but I did not have a read on this at all, I feel. Help, the traveler. Oh.
Is someone?
The Melusine ears?
Pack everything up.
What?
Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking.
Wow. What?
Someone, please help! She's sick!
Oh, wow. I mean, this was obvious that she would know we weren't actually sick.
These two. As expected, they've already found this place.
What?
So they are quite sharp. What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep
I
breath
hate
before we
this.
begin.
I hate it.
Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
Yeah. You're right.
Wait!
What is going on? Catch up with Liddy.
Catch up to him.
I'm trying. Tell me you actually get to see him run around. That'd be so cool. I don't think
He's
so.
already out of sight. How is he so fast? Let's
He
go
knows
hit
the
him up
way.
at Risley's office.
Oh, what if this is the bait? We show up in the office and he's not there. I don't know, guys. I'm straight up just confused. Okay, he is here. Only one way.
Come out and face me, Risley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
Uh-huh.
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I
Right.
heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Okay. Did it work?
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to
What?
emerge the next second from another place altogether.
What?
Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Don't do something weird.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No. He's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk.
Yeah.
That means Lynette is probably still alive.
Sure. I don't get why he'd want them dead, though.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
I'm so out of it.
As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Childe's escape. You let him go, so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
Okay.
There was no need to do so. The fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas.
Right.
It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
He seems so chill. It's very odd.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Childe's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Answer this, please. I'm just as confused. Hello.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Where are Lynette and Fremine?
Eager and to the point, I see.
Yeah.
Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea.
Okay.
Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremine should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
With Father.
Wait, you can't mean
What?
you locked him outside in the sea?
He's just swimming up. He's fine.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremene's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
I think he'll make it out.
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
Well, if he came back and he saw it was locked, he would just leave and then come back later. Or go get father, I don't know.
But why would I do this, you may be asking?
Yes.
To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
Uh-huh.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede,
Really?
regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
You know this. I mean, we know this. It's been told like 100 times.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you.
Who's his gang then?
I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine.
That's
You know just as
disgusting.
well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
Wow.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Oh, it doesn't seem that bad.
You want to see father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious what he's gonna do if you don't.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children,
That's
she
what I'm
should have
saying.
plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
God, what's so weird to me is that he doesn't seem bad. I understand. He feels like a monster right now, but also you're fighting the Fatu. You have like the worst rep on planet Earth, or in Tevat.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family.
Right.
I don't see why she would refuse.
Yeah, fair enough.
Why did you think father sent us to handle the fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like father to come here in person.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina have already received many samples as gifts.
Do you think they get bribed? Nah.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to father?
I assume
No
so.
matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
Blackmail? I mean, okay, sure.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
She has to have a little bit.
Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Yeah. Yeah.
Linny!
Why do you have to do this?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second?
Oh, I did.
From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
Yeah.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk.
I think it's very reasonable. I think it totally makes sense. Again, I'm saying he's not a bad guy per se. And we're like, since we're supposed friends of Linney and Freminet and Lynette, we're like against him, against Sausage over here. But I think what Sausage is doing makes sense.
Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
The older brother, makes sense.
I shouldn't ask father to do anything because of us.
Uh-huh.
6, 5...
He's doing the parent thing.
Wait,
4, 3, 2,
1.
1.
Time's
Snap.
up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Sausage.
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Wow. Please wait. Can we really not talk about this some more?
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes?
Yes.
You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
Uh-huh.
But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
I want to say Frimine and Lynette too.
Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found?
Okay, is this it?
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
I want to get this right from the get-go. Okay.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
Like, in what sense the truth about it? He's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without a test during lunch hour 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat in your welfare meal. It's a good thing that we already ran through a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. I should be able to find an answer if I can piece everything together. Okay, interesting. So, regarding the hidden rule of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work at the production for 3 days in a row? What happens if you violate production's hidden rule? Okay, who will see it if you keep working continuously?
The infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Yeah, useless for this.
But what could Sijuin be doing during that time?
That's not true. She is looking at the workers. She did say that.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Nah, that's not it.
Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
Yeah. She would definitely pay attention to the workers.
We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone.
Yeah, exactly.
It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
Their health, okay.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product.
This is so interesting.
But
they keep bringing up the Fonta thing.
Undergo a trial because even Fonta's own employees have a lot of reservations about it.
Yeah.
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also developed a sense of aesthetics that appear rather strange and alien to humans.
Sure.
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it.
Yeah.
The company must want a return on their investment as well.
Sure. It's this. Under what circumstances does a strange meat appear? When you don't show up multiple times in a row. Why does a strange mirror appear the way it does? I feel like it has... The thing to me is that it feels like it has nothing to do with the Fonta thing, or I just completely have a wrong read on it. But this is about Fonta, this is about Fonta, this is about Fonta. So my guess would have been, the strange meat appears the way it does. Maybe... They keep saying the Melusines perceive things differently than humans? Well, that was right. I guess I flipped these around, right? Okay, it was right. I just inverted these two.
Ah, so that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed?
What do you mean?
The hidden rule of the production zone.
She has her stash on again.
Work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
Uh-huh.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared.
Right.
But in reality, they were all prepared by Sijuin, the head nurse. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
Fair enough.
Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find
it makes
out
sense,
about what
yeah.
she does. However,
the half an hour before lunch leaving thing makes sense then, yeah.
Unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently
Yeah.
and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us.
Fair.
The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Seems right.
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
Still sus.
Alright, now for my next question.
The bottle of Fonta shit.
There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration ring.
Yeah.
Including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Supposedly the masked fighter, you, disappeared after doing it. Hidden rules of Pancreation Ring. If I remember, if someone tries to support both blocks at the same time, they'll receive a package the next morning which contains a strange blood-colored liquid. We've also done a lot of research on this matter. Let me sift through what I found and come up with the correct answers. Okay, if you violate the hidden rules of the Pancreation Ring, you'll receive a bag containing the strange blood-colored fluid. A bag? It's different now. So, this is definitely the fonta shit. So, who sent the package containing the blood?
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and
Nah, that wouldn't be it. It's gotta be the promoter.
Because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't...
It's gotta be this.
According to Collins, the Pancreation tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it.
Yeah. Why does the strange blood look the way it does? To trial the product? I don't know. Yeah. Why do only those who buy tickets for both fighters receive the package? It's people that don't know what to do with their tickets.
According to Collins,
and they're idiots.
The Pancreation tournament only took place...
Which one is the idiot one?
Internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed...
This is the idiot one.
The promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Yeah. You would send it to someone who spends their coupons recklessly because this guy doesn't see the value of coupons? The only thing that makes sense to me so far is that when you say who sent the package, it can only be the Fanta promoter. Ah, the tournament sends it.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize...
And this is the idiots thing. Yeah, I switched them around again.
Ah, Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of.
Uh-huh, and it's flopping because it's blood-colored.
That hidden rule of the Pancreation Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid.
Yeah.
People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer.
Sure.
But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product.
Uh-huh.
A blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
Yep.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers.
Right.
They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the Pancreation tournament so they could push their new product.
Yeah.
But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
Yep.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here.
Yep.
And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match
Easy enough.
were selected to receive the drinks.
Yep.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
Right.
Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company.
Wow.
All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
This one I'm still kind of stumped on, honestly. Yeah, we haven't collected enough info to answer that question, even with the ironic drama and seeing her.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question.
Oh shit.
Not sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind.
Lenny!
You'll pay for this!
Do we get a cutscene? Pause. Deep breaths, everybody. What's gonna happen? Oh my god? What is that? Did he get shot?
Lenny, are you alright?
What just... What is that?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Siegeween. That was
Really?
a fantastic shot.
Okay, it's a tranquilizer then.
There was nothing, Your Grace.
What a cute gun, Siegeween. What is going on?
Siegeween? Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Oh, thank you, Siegeween. We didn't notice it was fully functional as you just demonstrated.
Siegeween... You...
Are you his accomplice in all this?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty.
Uh-huh.
When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here,
Monsieur?
he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here.
Mm-hmm.
I am merely discharging my duties.
Okay, so am I.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well?
Yeah.
Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
Good point. If you're close with Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Neuvillette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
I am being brained. I don't like it.
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you. What are you talking about? What time?
That... The siblings aren't actually in danger, right? Right?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
How touching.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
All right, everyone, calm down.
Yeah.
2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
Let me guess, Lynette and Fréminet, right?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I think you're just getting baited.
I believe I hear footsteps.
I hear them too. What's happening? The door opens. A familiar figure bursts into the room. Whoa.
Some space, please.
What? I'm just getting more confused by the moment. I don't have a single read.
Ah, Miss Clarande.
Oh.
My door.
And a dead boy. My door.
Fréminet. Fréminet.
Uh-oh. He's okay. Oh yeah, make sure to stand around him and crowd up.
What's Clarande doing here?
I think she saved him.
Work.
Work, 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 work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linny. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fréminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
These symptoms. It can't be.
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
Oh god. Wait, it's okay, right? He's not from Fontaine.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fréminet a more thorough checkup.
Wow.
Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Dude, so much is happening. I'm overloading.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fréminet to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
Alright. He's very chill about all this. Try to understand the situation of the people around. Okay, I'm glad I'm not supposed to understand shit. Hey. Linny's expression looks disgusted. It seems like he'd rather not have Sigewinne touched Fréminet. Still, he didn't stop her, since it's obvious that Fréminet does require urgent medical care. Sigewinne's examining Fréminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. I hope Fréminet will be okay.
How is he?
Dying.
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
That's great news.
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more.
Please take that pack off his back so he can lay down.
Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
You can put him on a couch in the office upstairs.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Well, either it happened in the water or he got like questioned. You know, when they half drowned the person.
Please, look after Mr. Fréminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Alright.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her.
Wow.
If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
I believe it. Then he has finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts what Sigewinne has just said. Bro. Yeah, fair enough. You're just getting mind-gamed left, right, and center.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sijuin may have been forced to shoot Mr. Linny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
Well, is this what's happening in the secret room no one's allowed to know about?
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... Well, you can see how that boy's doing.
That boy.
Where was he when you found him?
Let's
the
see.
abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Okay.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
I see.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
What? Oh, as in someone else would chase, or child is gone?
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
Okay.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
That's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine.
What is
I'd
going
like to get some tea.
on?
Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Are these together? Are these together? What does it feel like? Kind of a hostile, but yet relationship.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
I respect the grind, though.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
And an emo rush.
I'm back, everyone.
Hey.
Lenny! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Yeah, listen, this might be the most confused I've been in a while.
Premonition? Is he...
He's okay.
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lydia let Amelie come to lift Gemine up. With their help, he's waking up. Hello. Hey, bud. I am... Yeah, like that. That's how I feel.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Chop,
Yeah,
chop.
I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
Teleport him, you're magicians.
On it.
1, 2, 3.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Yes, please.
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
Yeah, they're just sipping tea upstairs.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit.
Okay.
Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Clarande saved Gemine from the sea. Just what happened there? Cutscene? Can we get to see it? Please? I'm going upstairs. I'm pissed. Oi. Lads. What's going on here?
Could I tempt you with some sugar for your tea?
No need.
So cold.
Could I tempt you with...
No need.
So cold. Here, we could have definitely just put him on a couch there. Cool duo, though. There's so many questions. I do still understand the point that he's like, I mean, he wouldn't... Killing them is definitely a bit far. But I understand the point of capturing them and being like, listen, dude, you keep trying to infiltrate my shit. Getting kind of tired of it right now. I get that. That doesn't come as a surprise, right? You know what? The entire time, I did say he wasn't bad. He had me scared in the second half, but he didn't have me in the first half, so that's a win for me. I can't wait for the explanation. I'm stumped. Here we are. Cute little hat. You alright, champ?
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Hey, but what? Don't overwhelm the man.
Linny. Lynette.
This makes it look like a deathbed. I hate it.
We're all here.
Where am I?
Back in prison.
The infirmary.
Welcome.
At the Fortress of Millipede, Mr. Freminet. And you are no longer in any danger.
Winning.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Maybe 6-person shouldn't be talking to him at the same time.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
It's good to see you too, bud.
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
It's okay, we know.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
Oh no.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
Is this the end of the underwater exploration arc already? Is it poisoned water? Oh my god, what happens when you snuck into the pipes? Pipes. Here we go. Flashback moment.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Flashback moment, baby! Explain this to me. Okay. Oh, we play as him? Is it trial féminin moment? Maybe not.
I'm in.
I'm in. Hackermans.
Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Right. Big dive. Maybe not.
Where could Master Childe be?
I don't know. Through this. Towards the whale noises. It is trial féminin moment. Okay. Well, good luck us. Keep eyes peeled for little chests and such. Maybe we can find some. Usually they do hide a couple. I'm just gonna go platform to platform, you know. We gotta use them. They made them for a reason. What a shame it would be, damn it, if we didn't land on every single one. Okay. Huge, massive cogwheel door. Are we inside another big robot?
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with.
Yeah.
Could he have done it?
And this purple glare reminds me of when Evil Bob killed us and when Yai saved us in Inazuma. Can you believe that's like 2 years ago? That's 2 years ago. That has started, I guess. Because Sumeru was a year ago now. That's nuts. Door of Resurrection activated. Alright, we're just parkouring a little bit. Another door resurrection activated. They really expect me to die here. I'm not that clumsy, guys. Come on. Twist this again. Oh, lift it. Ready for lift off. I feel like I should have had at least one common chest by now already. If I don't get a single common chest in this, L.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Put it back down, then we're gonna rotate it when it's down here. I assume, maybe not, no one knows. Perfect. Good puzzle, guys. How to make your quest longer 101. Works like a wonder. Works like a glove. There's a bunch of these. I don't know if they're just for aesthetic or if we're gonna have to spin it some more at some point. Not looking forward to spinning it more. Really? No common chest here either? I guess if there were one, Childe would have probably looted it, right? Oh. Almost jumped down too quick. I'm gonna have a look. Wouldn't want to miss out on like, what? 5 primos. Nothing here. Walk on the rim, walk on the rim. Give the devs this. Look, devs, I'm using the thing you made over here. It's not gone to waste. The little parkouring. Another one. I'm giving them full value for their work. What sword am I using? I just realized. Is this a Royal Greatsword? Increases crit rate by 8. Max 5 stacks. All crits remove all stacks. This ass. Oh yeah, lovely. Dude, he's so good. This is cool though. I'm glad we get to do this. I was hoping we'd get to do this as us.
Water starts. Okay.
Good luck, champ. Put the helm on.
Mr. Childe probably dived into the water. I'll go take a look as well.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. Oh, you don't even get to put on your little helm? Shame. We dive. This is pretty. It's really pretty. I like how he's so fast underwater as well, right? One of his passive talents. Really nice.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them.
Okay.
Recently. I should be going in the right direction.
But there's only one direction.
Here too. I need to keep going.
There is straight up only one direction. And I'm not even quoting the group.
The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here.
I can't tell you.
Wait. What
Uh-oh. Oh god. Is this what they locked from inside?
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going on?
Why don't you have your little helm on? Back he goes.
No good. I have to get back.
Uh-oh.
They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
Yeah, well that didn't happen. We know that much. Am I gonna get to like half swim back? Bruh. Return to shore quickly. I'm trying. I'm purple stinky. We know we're not gonna make it, and she's gonna say, yeah, you made it like halfway back or whatever, but didn't actually survive it. Or didn't actually like make it to surface.
I can't die here.
Come on, champ, you got this.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater.
Come on.
I have to push.
Use the adrenaline. No. Oh, well there she is already. That was pretty instant. Very blue, like an avatar. So she caught him as he passed out. She went there instantly, like they were hella aware.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Childe could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
Sounds like it.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress. And I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that. And you know the rest.
Yup.
Miss Clarande brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Is she also a double agent? Because the fact she's so close to the sausage over here, while still being like personal bodyguard of the Archon and like known fighter, I don't know.
Miss Clarande, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You need to rest.
You're still too weak, Furina. You can go after you've had some more rest. Miss Lynette is right. I believe Miss Clarande will stay here as a guest for another few days.
Days?
So there's no need to hurry.
Dude, in Genshin, people take things like days at a time. It's not just like a quick visit. No. You stay there. You stay there for a week.
A guest? Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
Got it. I'll go talk to him.
Yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lenny?
Yes. You got him, man. You got him.
No, please go on without me.
Okay.
I don't want to leave just yet.
That's also fair.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
Well, in your head, yeah, for sure.
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
This is cute.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
My guess is they're gonna try and leave this place. We won't see them again.
Thank you.
Take care, gang. Le Déluge. Wow, what a cool achievement name. It's like a huge downpour, like a lot of rain. I don't know how to say it. Like, I'm sure you get what I mean.
I'm so sorry, Lenny.
I'm also really sorry, Lenny. I should have been more careful.
Don't say that. It was all my fault. I was the one who should have been more careful. You two were nearly...
Well...
If I was stronger, maybe I would have already found Master Childe.
Come on, let's stop with this sadness here.
No, how can you say that?
How can you say that? It's my fault. No, it's my fault.
I'm sorry.
It's me that's sorry.
What I'm hearing is...
Thank you,
we
Lynette.
all dropped the ball at some point during the mission.
Yes.
So the responsibility falls on all of us.
My queen.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. It's on all of us.
Queen shit.
Lenny, we understand that you're worried about us, but we're worried about you as well. Please don't blame yourself. We want you to keep your spirits up.
Yeah.
Alright. Neat. I don't think we'll see them again. I don't know why. I have this feeling that they're going to escape. But they might not. What do I know? Hello, everybody here. Still drinking tea. Haven't moved an inch.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Hello?
I take it Mr. Fremenay's condition has stabilized?
Yes.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
Yeah, he's currently dying, but I thought I'm gonna take a stroll.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Siegeween?
I wanted to check up on Miss Claran. How are you feeling?
Mostly fine, I think.
I think.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me. I'll take my leave for now then.
Oh, wow. How sad. We don't even... Really? Okay.
Well, want to explain yourself, Risley?
As if he owes us an explanation.
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain.
Yeah.
How about enlighten?
Sounds good. Enlighten us as much as you'd like.
But where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have?
Okay.
You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Sure.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lenny's goals from the very beginning?
What a shit question.
No. I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by the Knave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress on your investigation.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Better question. Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Childe's disappearance.
Okay.
Linny suggested that I had deliberately let him escape.
Yeah.
But in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here.
Right.
Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own. Of course, it's inevitable that the Knave would make a big deal out of her fellow Harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
Yeah.
I'm also quite curious about where that Harbinger went.
Right.
So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work.
Good.
All I care about is the answer.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you were hoping Lenny's group would just do your work for you?
Yeah.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Fremenay has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meripede is on the rise.
Yep.
The Forbidden Zone has always been Linny's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him.
Fair.
I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Good point.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
Yeah.
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself?
Yes.
Another form of prison?
Yes.
I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Claran down here?
Right.
Me, of course. I paid her good mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Okay.
As a champion duelist, Miss
Cool.
Claran could be considered
Using
to be
this
an
again.
independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable
Really?
person to help me get through the impending crisis.
Cool.
And saving Fremenay was part of that crisis?
Yes.
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So, the Forbidden Zone really exists? What's inside of it? Is that where Childe went? You wouldn't answer these questions, there's no way.
That's not something you should be asking after.
Yeah.
Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Childe's whereabouts.
A very expected answer.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance.
Okay.
That should be clear now that you've spoken to Fremenay.
Well, he said there was a dead end. Where the heck did he go?
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Kinda.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Kinda.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Especially if the truth's not pleasant. That's spicy.
Follow me.
Okay. Is this it? The Forbidden Zone? Let me take a seat first. You have such soft cushioning. For that booty. One can only be jealous of such a chair. Oh, we go down from here? Yep. Yep. Seems to be the theme.
There's a hidden door here?
Call that a door?
Basement behind it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, wisely.
Yep.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meripede is.
Oh, really not. Truly haven't. I wouldn't be surprised if in the lore at some point it's like an old war base or something, you know? Like it served during, I don't know, the Archon War or some shit. I don't know. Okay.
Stand on the central plate.
I am.
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or...
What a scene. Once everyone has taken their position on the circular plate, it begins to slowly move downwards. Let's see. Door of Resurrection. We haven't fought anything in these two Archon quests so far.
This is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
The Gnosis? And that is...
What a huge door!
Uh-huh.
There are 3 such isolation gates in total.
I see.
Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside.
Uh-huh.
Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
Okay.
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Not if you tell me not to.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
I am so excited. I am so excited. The ominous ass music. Give me some of that.
Huh. So there's a switch on the side.
Yeah, there's a switch.
Stand back.
It's gonna crush us. I don't know. The only thing I can imagine is like weird ass.
Whoa. They all just went up one by one.
What's that in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
I can't wait to have a look. What is something that we would be allowed to know and that they couldn't? I want to see. I want to see, but I don't want to. I want to have a good guess. I want to have a good guess first. The old Archon? I don't know. What would you want to hide here? Is it a grave of some sort? The room is really empty with nothing in here, which is quite strange on its own. There's also a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meripede.
Uh-huh.
Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it.
Sure.
But it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Good point.
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place.
I see.
But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position.
Uh-huh.
Likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
Well, it definitely seems to have something to do with that water from the Grand Sea.
Normally, I would have ignored it. But I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated.
Uh-huh.
Any guesses what the reading could be tracking?
The water pressure or the temperature?
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately,
it's the
our
purity of the
dashboard is
water.
tracking something less ordinary.
It's gotta be.
The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely.
Sure.
We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all. Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea.
Yeah, obviously.
I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis.
Uh-huh.
Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Fremine displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater in the seawater nearby.
No one is surprised.
The concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea!
So?
And that is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater.
Yeah.
Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
Primordial seawater is continually leaking into the sea?
Yes, that's very likely.
Is anyone acting surprised?
But forget about the two of us. Not even Novelette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak. Oh!
Seems like you figured it out.
Uh-huh.
I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate.
Yep.
For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly.
Yep.
And it's now very close to us.
Uh-huh.
The indicators are now red.
Is that Act
Although
5?
the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
Yeah.
If this continues...
That's the That's
Soon, it will no
the
longer
prophecy.
be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
Yeah, and if the primordial sea is leaking through, if this gate falls, all of Fontaine will fall with it.
Yeah, you know what the legends say.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
this place falls, then everyone
I'm
in
a
Fontaine
legend,
will be
so
turned into puddles in
fair.
the span of a night.
Yeah.
But that's just too weird. Why would the Fortress of Meripede be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
Oh, let's hear it. The lore. Is it an old war base of some sort?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy.
Oh.
To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
It used to be a lab.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
That is pretty boring. But why was this a secret?
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meripede in any traditional sense.
Okay.
What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here.
And what did they say?
When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land,
I miss her.
all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled.
Mm-hmm.
The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished.
Yeah.
The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people.
Fair enough.
They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold.
Uh-huh.
Some of them began to repent and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do.
Okay.
The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
Why is it her secret?
And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress.
Uh-huh.
They became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow.
So it's not even a war
As
base.
the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined the community. When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors.
Mm-hmm.
The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger.
Yeah.
Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home.
I see.
And with that, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves.
Huh.
But as time went on, people also realized that the fortress was a lonely place.
Yeah.
Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld.
Okay.
Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past.
Right.
After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent.
Okay. So it really didn't quite start as a prison. It was like a way to redeem, I mean, in that sense, you would say prison, but it was a way to redeem people that had sinned, or at least give them a purpose because society wouldn't let them back in.
Now and again, researchers managed to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
Okay.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
Indeed.
Right.
It's just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
Do you believe in prophecies?
To be frank, not really.
Fair. Me neither.
Sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate.
Yeah. Maybe it wasn't really a prophecy. Maybe it was just a fact.
Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic.
Yep.
Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and
Yep.
actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
So, as the Duke of Meripede, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
I will say, not as spicy of a secret as I mean, it's obviously very cool and it ties into the story more, but I thought it'd be something hella
This is
dark. Oh, hey you two.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Jurier, he's not alone.
Hi.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
Okay.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
Uh-huh.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
Do you know who I am? Jurieux, with the nerdy voice.
The results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
Ha!
All right then, if your grace insists.
Absolutely dunked on.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Careful, I'll give you a chop like...
Well, how about some
Respect me.
reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed... who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high. Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head. But you're not a local, so I guess it's possible for you not to have heard of him.
I'm a literal alien.
Edwin's main areas of research were archeum and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well.
Fair.
I hired him to be my technical consultant.
How many coupons does he get?
You want to blow up the Fortress of Meripy?
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys, focus! Focus!
Guys.
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
I see.
Ooh, are they together?
Was that really necessary?
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using your work as a convenient cover?
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Sus.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
Sus.
Jeez, forget I said anything then. Follow me.
Yes. On my way.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
What a good remark. I love this. I love that.
But
Oh, another
really
cool
thinks
transition.
everything's super cool.
Paimon, that's a fact. She really does think everything is super cool all the time. This is just a normal room. Also, he'd be looking like a Fatui Slayer like this.
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
You know me. You know I love me some spice.
And here you go.
Whoa. That's actually pretty sick. This is... This is...
What a huge ship?
What in the world? And here are those stones that old man warned us about, no?
This is also a production zone that Paimon's never seen before. What's
In
going
Act
on?
3.
How much do you know about Fontanian history?
None of it. Please tell me all.
Not much at all.
The blue hue is so interesting too.
Well, then maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria.
Oh, please let me know.
To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
Yeah, get comfy. This is story time.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus came to this land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee.
Whoa.
Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna.
Fortuna?
He created his nation above the surging waves.
Oh, dude, Fortuna. Okay, let's try and remember all these names. Lemurian king, Remus, found a seer Sibilla, a golden bee. yeah, sounds about right.
He called his nation Lemuria. And used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands,
Fortuna
calling on them
Sittard.
to join his empire.
Right.
There's a ship in this story too?
Yes.
Where there's water, there'll be ships.
Dude.
People believe that hope can always be found at the end
Where
of the
there's
voyage.
smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying?
Do you believe that too?
Yes.
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
Sure.
So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
Interesting.
Were you inspired by the legendary Fortuna?
Yeah, gotta be.
Maybe. Fontanians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
Yeah, fair. This is a plan for the ages. Can't you share it with everyone?
Were the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
True.
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call.
Fair.
All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat.
I feel that.
Do you have any other questions?
I feel that for real, though.
Seems like you're good. Come on, I'll take you back.
Do you have some Earl Grey? I'd love some tea with honey right now. What are these stones? Can you tell me what the stones are? That's my one final question. And it's because of the old man in Act 3. He was like, don't touch the stones.
I'll leave you here for now.
Hey.
Oh, thank you so much.
Is it time to go catch up with Neviette? Is it done?
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those three as well.
Do you guys think this is where you actually get different arcs in Genshin? I think you don't get a choice. We're probably going to tell them. He means that my actions now will decide the next steps Linny's group takes. In other words, if I want to tell Linny the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Yep, definitely.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
Sure, I should inform him of what I do, you know? Not just me. No way, that's it. Yeah, okay, I didn't see what the achievement was. Calamitous Tread. My guess is that they wouldn't be here anymore, right? Let me check that achievement real quick. No, I don't remember what it's called. Rules is 3. How do you sort by date you got it? 2021? Bro, that's when I was just a little baby. Secret of Blue Water. I think this was probably right. Yeah, Deluge. Yeah, this is it. Learn the history and secrets of Fontaine-Mérapide. The secrets of Blue Water. Guys, I don't know. I'm just getting more questions, less answers. Although it answered quite a few questions, I would say. Oh, they're still here. Nice.
We're back!
Hey, gang.
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, please.
How can you be so much like Risley, always drinking tea?
It's a stereotype from here. Come on.
Huh. Actually, now that you mention it,
Oh?
I just remembered something now.
What is it? What about his tea?
While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me.
Mm-hmm.
They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Yeah.
Must have been Risley and Seishween.
Right.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
They really were just talking about brewing tea.
Okay.
I really can't make sense of this place.
It is confusing.
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Risley?
Do I actually get to choose?
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Really? Then he sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now?
Yeah, I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
Okay.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sejuin is also busy with something or other.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just talk here.
All right.
All right, then I'll posit my theories.
Okay.
I asked myself 3 questions.
Do I have to answer them again with like crazy theories?
Firstly, why was Fremine affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea.
Mm-hmm.
My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Mérapide.
Uh-huh.
Woo, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
But do you find that crazy? Do you find that wild?
That's our Linny.
Secondly, Risley's attitude changed dramatically during the course of our stay here.
Mm-hmm.
He ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why?
Right, because you
I
got
spent
closer.
quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him.
Indeed.
What's more, the Fortress of Mérapide is not part of Fontaine's court system, nor does it report to Udex Nervulet.
Mm-hmm.
Risley is basically the king of a no-man's land.
Yeah.
As long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities.
Mm-hmm.
And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Risley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
Fair.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's likely related to the secret of the infirmary. I just can't think of what it could be.
Yeah, nail on the head.
You're super smart.
Whoa.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question.
Uh-huh.
If Risley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater.
Yeah.
He's even gotten Cloran to help him out.
Mm-hmm.
That can't be the full extent of what he's doing. There's probably a secret passageway behind the block in the infirmary, and there's something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see.
Uh-huh.
He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly.
Right.
I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess.
Uh-huh.
You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Yup, I sure do. And what the hell am I gonna do with it? After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned. Yeah, of course. While sharing what you saw, you emphasize that now is not the time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
I can.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
But we're gonna stop it and become the Duchess.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Possibly.
If you remember, I once mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis. But how could Wriothesley have known that?
I don't know.
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side?
Chance to.
Which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
I think he's pretty reasonable, genuinely.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side. The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Really?
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
Really?
You have my gratitude.
Thank you for protecting Linny when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Not gonna lie, I don't know if I would have.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
Don't mention it. We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
And more allies added to the list.
That makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
And she's hungry. What was that?
Paimon's hungry.
Oh, you've done so much already. Go get some food.
On it.
Alright, then we'll catch you guys another time.
Bye. How's this gonna end though, this part? Another cliffhanger?
I feel like I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
In due time.
You're incredibly helpful. Lenny thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
Real. Hypocrites. Go to the cafeteria. I'll do the scenic walk. I wonder how often we're gonna come back to this place. We do need to get all the tickets and buy all the stuff in here, so that's one reason to keep coming back. I like that they gave it purpose, you know, more than just a... Oh my god.
It's time for dinner.
I'm dead.
Meals now being served in the coupon cafeteria.
How come I've never heard this before?
Come on, let's go pick up ours as well.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead. I don't know how you're talking to me.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
Let me guess. Strange meat.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sijuin?
She prepped something special for us.
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare
Oh.
Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
Let's have a chat.
Huh. You're right. She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria. What would you like to eat?
Huh? We can choose?
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today,
Wow.
so you can get whatever you'd like.
The point. They don't have the tastiest stuff you have to offer.
Me too. Don't forget Paimon.
Forget Paimon.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Alright. After a while, the meal Sijuin ordered for you arrive. Unlike days prior when you had to rely solely on luck, Sijuin also brings some drinks over to you that taste a little strange, but she insists they are very nutritious. Okay, the shake generally tastes pretty terrible. At the very least, however, they help you to calm down.
So delicious.
We didn't even sit with her. Amazing.
Paimon's so happy. Paimon wants to feast like this every day.
Not gonna happen.
Feeling full yet? How's the food?
Pretty sick.
Delicious.
Exquisite, thank you. Besides the milk, delicious. Yeah, everything was great.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment. Sijuin, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Both.
A bit of both, I suppose.
Of course.
I'm a melazine, which means I'm very different from human beings.
Uh-huh.
I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
Uh-huh.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister. Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
Clorinda's gone.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Linny and his siblings as well.
Right.
Oh, that. I I just asked his
Oh, she is
to
there.
look out for those children, especially that diver boy.
Yeah.
I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water.
Right.
Thankfully, Glorand is very strong and managed to save
Yeah.
him in the nick of time.
Uh-huh.
His grace also sealed the pipes after Glorand left, to make sure that Linne wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother.
You know, winning 50-50 made me so much more confident that there's a chance I get to pull for her as well, which makes me happy.
Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some guards there to stop anyone from approaching.
Uh-huh.
They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Glorand had returned.
Okay.
Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Linne as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
Sure.
You were all super considerate and really thought everything through.
I'm glad I didn't get sus of Sausage, because he was nice. He's a nice guy in the end.
It's just what we do down here at the fortress. At least this has been his grace's style for as long as he's been the leader.
Yeah, he seems like a good guy.
Oh.
Now
I
anyway.
wish Monsieur Nervula would come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here. With all the darkness and chaos.
You know more about him than I do, apparently. But that doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine him outside of his office. I know.
Get a good night's rest, you two.
Uh-huh.
You both worked very hard.
Well, I do want to go talk to our little knight over there. No. Okay. Oh, yeah. I was dying. That's what was happening. Eat an egg. Nothing ever happened, guys. Hey there.
Glorand!
Ah, it's you two.
Ah, she seems like not tired to see us at all.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sijwin really put in a lot of effort.
Uh-huh.
So we heard that Risley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Fremine too. You sure work super fast.
Yep.
Oh, it was child's play.
Wow.
Still, Paimon didn't know even champion duelists could take on side jobs.
I was surprised about that as well.
Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sijwin and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Sometimes nice to have some alone time.
Miss Sijwin was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
Actually, didn't Navia say that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Oh, true.
Yeah. First time in a long time.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
Oh.
In the past, yes. You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
Yeah, this is technically a work trip for us too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon.
Yeah.
Don't run around unnecessarily.
I'm not looking to. It seems unbearable to walk on this kind of floor with what shoes she had on. And Lumine's shoes too, to be honest. I don't know. How do you think this is gonna end? I feel like we just leave, no? We go and inform Neviette. We're done here. Sure, we haven't found where Childe is. Is that where we're headed? I don't even remember what our original goal was down here. We were infiltrating. I think it was to find about Childe, and we haven't found that at all. How long have we been in prison for? We didn't tell any of our friends either. I'm like, so what's with you, huh? Time for a big good night.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed.
Uh-huh.
Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
I'm getting there. The dead Paimon. Now that I've seen laying down Paimon, I just want standing up Paimon next. This is so funny. Look at her. She's like stiff T-pose dead. Wow, she really immediately fell asleep.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds. For free.
For free. Good night. That's the end, isn't it?
Out of my way!
Oh!
Get out of my way!
A crowd.
What happened? Why is everyone running?
What?
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Corinne did say this would happen. Don't go running around, she said.
Who's yelling?
There's a stampede. Huh? What's that sound? Water flowing? Paimon, wake up! We need to go out and see what's going on. I hear a red code alert going wee woo wee woo. Is it rising? Is the water rising? Cutscene. We haven't had a cutscene yet. This right? We haven't even had a cutscene in Act 3.
Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
Run!
No time to explain, mate.
Mates.
Hey, wait!
Maybe they knew about the ship. Everyone's running to the ship.
These people, they won't even talk to us.
Well, clearly something extreme is going on.
Here! There you are!
Oh, Christo, please.
Oh, thank goodness.
Champion.
Christo and Laveroon, do you know what happened?
Oh, the champs.
We came here especially to inform you.
Okay.
Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here.
Really?
Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks.
You're fucking
Haven't you heard all the
legends.
stories like that?
Yeah.
The evacuation is
Maybe
successfully complete.
maybe it's not time to talk
You
like
only find out
this.
once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Yes.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
It was a compliment though.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
Okay. That means the whatever happened must have happened down below. Oh no. The gates. Yep. It's doomed.
Oh, no.
Give us a cutscene.
Be that thing.
The water's rising.
Whoa, wait, what? What? Hey, where are you going?
We're going down?
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Run!
Hey, be careful!
These guys are sweet. The fact they thought of us, super sweet.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards.
I just saw the poof over there.
Upwards and outwards.
Yep.
You're already at the topmost layer.
Downwards and inwards.
Far outwards as possible.
Downwards and inwards. Downwards and inwards. Hello, oh, Forbidden Zone? Dude, what's about to happen? I think the boat's probably doomed as well, no? Cutscene. Cutscene, cutscene.
They're here.
Just like
Us?
I said.
Is there something? Someone? Holy shit.
You're just in time. But be ready to run.
Oh! Hello. Careful of the water there, champ. I don't think you're gonna win against this, good sir. I can't imagine being Childe doing this, or like planning to do this. Oh. Good move. Hey, this reminds me of Shenhe. Oh. It's so thick and icky and goopy. Run! Run! Oh, they have a plan. 2, 1, bang. The gates were tech from the start. Slide. Whoa. Jeez, okay.
This won't hold it for long.
I was gonna
Find
say.
Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
He's aware?
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Okay, that's pretty fucking badass though. We move. Just use a waypoint. Stop running.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
15 minutes.
That depends on us.
Okay. Yeah, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool, I will say. Don't tell me that's the end of Act 4. Don't do this. Let's have a chat. Nah, you can't end this here. They're only gonna sit there for a month.
Why are you here?
He knew.
Traveler, I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Oh, okay.
Furina will soon be meeting with the Knave there. You must protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
What? Okay, you can explain everything to me later.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Did we say what happened yet? Are we about to fight? What? Everything's suddenly going so quick. I love it. I will say that. I do love it. You know what? I never realized you could walk here. Every time during the exploration, I walked all the way around. The music is a bit peaceful for what's going on right now. Oh, there's some Fatus too. There's 2 parties.
There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there.
I know.
The Knave is probably here already.
I know.
We need to hurry.
I know. You're talking to me with this peaceful
Are you
music.
Two the traveler in Paimon?
Yes.
Monsieur Nervalet has left instructions.
Monsieur?
Please follow me.
Are you Monsieur?
Though I'm sure he's already explained, this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence.
Right.
But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Furina to the best of your ability.
Is this really about to happen? I'll try. No way. No way, man. I do have a good lineup to fight Pyro. Which she probably is. How awkward is this? Hello. She's happy to see us. Is this finally it?
So you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Hello. That would be us.
Of course, of course.
She doesn't know us, I forget.
How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Knave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
The pleasure is shared. You know, I will say, she looks so much more fleshed out than, say, Dottore does. I think she's gonna be playable for sure. So this is the Knave, the head of the House of the Heart, and Linny's sibling's father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. Greetings. Pleasure to meet you two.
I've already prepared seats for you. Come, sit beside me.
I actually feel like job interview kind of stress.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina and I do things.
Yes.
You see, we actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
I see.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day.
Wow.
Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
Really? You even said Paimon. That's very impressive. I'm surprised. You feel very, like, close to us for some reason already. But only 16 a day is, like, not that little, I feel? She seems friendly enough, but that can't be all there is to her. The Knave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious around her.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
Tastes like ass. It's quite tasty. I think Paimon agrees.
That's good to hear. So what Childe said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina and I.
Wait, Childe should have no reason to have said something like that.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right?
Yep.
He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know.
Are you?
Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
I have faith in his abilities.
Since we're talking about him, I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked...
You're so awkward.
Pretty impressive, yeah.
You're so awkward. Furina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the Knave.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss
Did you
Furina?
teach him?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. Childe was subdued by Iudex Nuvillette right in front of you. Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot.
Yeah.
But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person. I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvillette.
I managed to find a few leads on his whereabouts.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier.
Right.
As you well know, a long time has passed since Childe disappeared.
Well, you see, the news has kind of been gate-kept from me as well. I was trying.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Childe is still alive.
Do we?
Oh. And just how do you know that?
I have no idea. You do that, Paimon.
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Mirapede.
Doesn't prove he's alive.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
To this abandoned factory.
Well...
Time for it. Oh no, Paimon's statement just left us wide open.
The Fortress of Mirapede lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
We don't. But there was also evidence that he's been injured or killed. Oh, there was also no evidence that he was injured or killed.
That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago. Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf.
Have we heard about his sister? We heard about Tusser.
Do you have any idea how he
I don't remember
usually
this.
writes back to his family?
Yes.
Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya together. I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
That's what he said he wrote when he talked to us about riding back home with the Tusser arc. She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure I'll be able to convince her, but I can at least try to distract her from Furina. That sounds good to me, yeah?
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate.
That's not
It doesn't matter
true.
so much how it's written or how it's worded.
From someone that supposedly likes theater so much, that's the dumbest thing you could have said.
Hold on. The water in the teacup is shaking.
It sure is rippling.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Is it now?
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Oh, she knows. Yeah. Cutscene again? Show us what's up then, champ. Oh.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Watch him be hella broken.
Sure you don't need a hand?
I know what I'm doing.
Quite sure.
Wow. So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess.
Yeah.
Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
They won't see it. Do they both not know? Dragon time? But I don't see how he's gonna stop water as a water boy. Or is he just gonna use his E? He just stood there. He's dead. He's not affected by it at all. He is using the E. Casually standing there. Yeet.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled, and the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
He stopped time.
Could easily obliterate an entire race.
Holy shit.
The tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
He's just pushing it back. What? Really? That's all it took?
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
Oh shit! Really? Really? Who was that too? The other? Like the old Hydro Archon?
Alright. Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
Wow. Wow.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
Yeah?
Indeed. But only for now.
He's not even exhausted. He's like, yeah, for now.
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Very
Bro.
well. It was indeed just as you said.
I like their friendship.
You made a bet?
Yeah, of course.
We made a bet on the size of your entourage. Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
Oh, wow, okay.
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake. It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just
That's
how
what
the
I'm
boats
asking.
operate.
Yeah, that's honestly what I'm thinking too. But I find it very interesting. The Archon doesn't seem involved with shit. These three seem to know way more than the Archon. The Archon's really just face. I think I said that in like the first or second act as well.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
Codices?
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress to be outside the law.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this would be uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
I love this. I love more and more fond of like serious awkwardness as he walks away. This is my favorite.
Anyway, you've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
Yeah, you'd want to join. The Knave is there.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Marmonia for long.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
I don't know about smooth, but it's going so far. Hurry your ass back. You could pick up a little bit of pace, you know? I can't stall eternally. Back to a casual chat. Around a slice that is only sold 16 a day.
I must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
Alright.
Miss Furina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed.
Mm-hmm.
Or should I say, that's what I originally thought.
Right.
But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
I would not be surprised if she actually is clueless.
What are you trying to say?
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives. Allow me to speak to you now as just a Fontanian.
Uh-huh.
You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true.
Uh-huh.
Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
I honestly understand her take. Like, with this argument, I side with her.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own.
Yeah.
Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
Yep.
But you, it beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been.
I understand
From the
it.
very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
She's speaking for the people, honestly. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with what she's saying.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation and stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
But how can she prove she's doing anything? I mean, Neviette's doing things, and maybe he said that he'd take care of it. I don't know if maybe she's like even stronger and doesn't need to bother with it until like it actually goes wrong. But I don't feel like it's that baseless what she's saying. In the public eye, she's not doing anything about it, for sure.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now.
All the people.
Oh, great Hydro Archon. How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
I'm working on it, okay?
I have my ways.
Yeah.
And I've been working on them
There you
for
go.
all this time.
Yeah.
Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
It's okay, calm down. Have a seat.
Fontaine will be saved. Even if I still cannot see the true future right now.
Uh-huh.
As long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
I'm really excited to see what she means, because I feel she wouldn't just completely talk out of her ass as an Archon. I feel there has to be something that she's doing that's taking a toll on her, and that's why Neviette has to do this kind of work. Like there's no way she's doing nothing, right? She has to be doing something, and I think that's only gonna be revealed in Act 5, and it's gonna be spicy when it gets revealed. And I'm looking forward to it. Furina's not acting like her usual self. She's usually seriously refuting the Knave's accusations. She means what she says. See, that's what I'm saying. She's not putting a front. I know. I had the same reflection.
Can I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on?
Confidential.
Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
See, I knew both sides, and now I understand. I'm excited. Oh, so many dots. So, was it all a lie? Or can she really not tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence just now, but she's like a deflated pop balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
I'm so intrigued. I can't wait.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes.
You know how it is.
Allow me to be so bold as to ask another way. Would it be possible for you to tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential?
Sure.
Such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
Ne yet. One answer, ne yet.
An emergency response plan?
Oh, you're not gonna win points by questioning even the question.
Oh, that look in your eyes.
Yeah.
Have you not even prepared one of those?
Yeah, you're doomed on that one.
The emergency response plan is also strictly confidential.
She's not very good at this, guys.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinal?
Wow, great pronunciation. I didn't like that. Not good.
What do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
That's what that thing is? Indemnim. That's the rock the old man warned us about?
The oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Really?
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina. I first caught wind of this when Linny tried to investigate the oratrice in the opera house.
Yeah.
You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you, then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
And this is when Niviette bursts into the room.
Oh, right.
Close.
I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today.
Yet.
Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Not gonna lie, pretty sure we had this read on Act 1. Pretty sure.
Yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side.
Yup.
Oh, very well. Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left, so please, help yourselves, everyone.
I feel kind of bad because I totally understand where she's coming from, like 100%. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Niviette's task was. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with that all by himself? Yup. And is Furina being truthful or not? I genuinely felt like she was at the start. I mean, I feel like it's really hard to believe she actually does nothing. Then I actually really dislike her as a character, but I think she has to have something in the works. My initial guess was that she was just like that Niviette was the Archon and that she's just keeping face, but her social skills are also kind of lacking, so it'd be weird to choose her to do that. I think she's the real Hydro Archon, and I think she's working on something. She's cooking.
I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake?
No.
Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
You know what? That's very sweet of you. Why don't you hey, you've been at a lot of meetings lately. Why don't you take an extra slice too? Why would we share this slice?
You too, Paimon.
Yeah, Paimon's been hard at work, that's true.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
The Knave proceeds to change the topic and brings a number of less significant matters, while the atmosphere gradually something. Alright, now that you've been poisoned.
Super full. That cake was great. If it's on my
I can't,
table,
guys.
it must be of the highest
I
quality.
can't. I don't like her.
Yes, and we must thank the Knave for bringing these over as well.
I understand she's got to keep face and all that, but it's almost cringe to me.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
I'm sure the cake also
I
felt
really
greatly
tried.
honored to be featured at Miss Furina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Furina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
Well, you did wonderfully.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave now.
She does not scare me at all. I genuinely think she doesn't have bad intentions. And I'd love to be proven wrong. It's way more fun when I expect something else from the or I expect something and the other thing happens, but honestly seemed hella reasonable to me.
Very well. We'll end it here.
That's to her relief.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Childe before I must be on my way.
Yeah, of course.
Paimon's coming too!
No, you stay. You stay here. Do we get to chat with Furina real quick? Yes.
The tea party turned out to be even more difficult than I'd imagined.
Oh, like her sitting on the side, that's so cool. Little detail.
Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm asking if you're okay.
If there's nothing urgent, then I shall be retiring for now.
Okay, well, enjoy your retirement. Hope we find a better Archon to replace you. I'm sorry. I'm actually kind of glad that I dislike an Archon. I think it wouldn't feel complete if I liked every Archon. They're all very different. That's something I appreciate about them. And that's very exciting, in my opinion. So having one Archon I don't really like, honestly, I like that I don't like her. Does that make any sense? I'm talking in circles, maybe. I'm just trying to justify because some people will be mad at me for not liking her. And I'm really trying, and maybe it will all change. Like, as I said, if she does have a plan and she really can't talk about it, I like her. I understand, I respect it. But so far, it's been hard to enjoy.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Childe was just an excuse.
Right.
I have no interest in your dealings with him.
I know. I figured as much.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you want to say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
There's no need. I don't think that's it either. Was there nothing else you wanted to say?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings.
Are you sure?
Informal topics in informal settings.
Fair enough.
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meripede. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you.
Okay.
Linny, Lynette, and Fremine are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
Well, I told them anyway, so they'll just tell you.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Linny.
Yeah.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with.
You can say that.
It's unfortunate that Linny's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others.
I know.
Including me.
You had a chance to have a chat with that guy. He really wanted to as well, but Lenny didn't want to involve you.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip.
Oh god.
But what's your impression of Furina?
Nah, but you're doing this intentionally.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine.
Sure.
Able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
Oh, I mean, I already said, I completely understand your take on the thing.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Childe was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meripede.
Didn't he say he was coming here on vacation?
Yeah.
Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Genuinely, I really like her, but as a nice character. She's not evil in my eyes. Yet? Question mark? I don't know. Everything I know from her so far, I don't know. I think it's all respectable.
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity.
What a legend.
I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need.
This is beautiful art as well.
I will take care of it myself.
Need to get back into drawing.
I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon.
Yeah.
She is at the heart of Fontaine. But what's fascinating
She's saying it
about
too.
her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
I know.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
What? Really? Wait, is this her? Is this like her burst fit? Dude, that's so cool. Meow.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
Yeah, she definitely sounds just like a spoiled kid, but I always said that too.
My goal is just to discover the location of the gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter.
Yeah.
This is so easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious.
You can say that.
Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, From the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
Right. Hello.
It's just as I guessed in the
I love the
second
cape,
before I
dude.
struck. The hydrognosis is not currently held by the Archon.
Yeah. We heard this during the quest too. I really like her outfit. I know I keep saying it. Looks so cool.
This Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And
Oh.
I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
I see.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me.
Ooh.
I'm begging you, please.
Dude, no way. I mean, it was obvious she didn't behave like one, but for actually her to not be one?
The fear in her pupils is genuine.
Yeah.
So perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
But there's no way she didn't recognize her here, right?
I left the scene with ease. Nobody came looking for me,
And you left her with a
nobody could serve as
trauma.
witness
Lovely.
To my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even for
Near
dares not mention
assassination.
this incident to anyone.
Really?
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to her quarters, Furina quietly cried alone.
Yeah.
She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
Damn, that means she's really scared if you can't eat the cake because the cake's so nice.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her.
Yeah.
I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro.
I've said that too.
Perhaps Iudex Nuvillet is actually the genuine article.
I've said that too, and I didn't even try to assassinate her.
I have to find the gnosis. If the
That has to
Nuvillet
be
hypothesis is correct,
in the
he
Oratrice.
is probably in possession of it.
Nah.
Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
It's like the Oratrice, or I thought initially like powering the gates that kept the primordial water away, but that thing blasted the space, so I doubt it. So maybe Nivea does have it.
Yes, Father.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meripede. Master Childe has gone missing. On top of that, the contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Bribed.
Probably the handiwork of that Ridsley.
Ridsley.
I'm afraid so.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
Yeah, we knew this much.
Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Nuvillet.
You know that the more I hear about the Fatui as well, like I almost would have a change of heart. It's been obvious that they don't really per se want direct harm. They've done some, but it's not their main goal.
Oh, and I have an additional mission for you three.
Yes, Father.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but
Yeah.
I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Nuvillet.
Fair.
The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meripede will be a front. Linny and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
Yeah. Cool. Very cool. What a fever dream of a quest, though.
You should know the rest.
Yeah.
Linny's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
Yeah, we promised that to each other.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Why are we shocked about this? The story's done, and we're like, what?
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops. After all, even Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Yeah, she wouldn't admit to it ever.
Alright then.
Alright.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined.
Right.
I once surmised that Iudex Nuvillet must be the Hydro Archon. But now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
Yeah. I don't know. It still seems more likely than her being it, especially after hearing this story. How do you come to that conclusion? I do wonder this.
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa.
Tsaritsa.
Over my years of service,
I like how they say
I've
Tsar.
learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Neuvillette or Furina, neither fits the bill.
I agree.
It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
I get that. Neuvillette more than Furina, for sure. Having met anyone else that could be it, they would need to be Hydro. Don't tell me it's the Melusine healer girl. Does seem more wise, almost in line with Nahida. I don't know.
Of course. That is all just how I feel.
Yeah.
Gut feelings often do not require justification.
This is true.
It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
Dude, she's Française. I can't believe it. Incroyable.
Don't you think Fontaine is quite intriguing?
Yeah, I like it.
Catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves.
I can't wait for that cutscene of the disaster happening, if that is what happens. And if we save it, then I can't wait for that plot. It's a win-win.
Ultimately, though, one must survive in order to do anything else.
Yeah.
Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
I feel the same way, genuinely.
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve.
It should.
And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together someday.
I feel it too. I feel it too, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm starting to think there's so many things that still need to happen. Maybe we get more than 5 Archon quests in Fontaine? Please. Give us like 8. Give us like 10. Okay, 10. Yeah, sure, 10. Give us 10. That's a lot. Give us like 7. Neuvillette?
He certainly returned quickly. You must want to catch up with each other.
Sure.
So I'll leave you to him.
Thank you. Wow. Hey there.
Neuvillette, is it over?
I think so.
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term.
Oh, what a callback.
I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
What a callback to the last Archon quest. This is crazy.
Thank you for protecting Furina.
May we ask what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
Hey, I pronounced it well. And how am I not even surprised? I'm like, asked what happened on our side. I'm like, wait, you did that by yourself? I'm just like, oh yeah. Yeah, of course you would do that. You recount the happenings of the tea party to Neuvillette.
So as expected, the Knave has turned up the pressure on Furina.
Yeah.
She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
I can tell you. Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
Oh, there it is. To force back the primordial sea. Does this mean you have some deeper connections with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa. It can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though. You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you. You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
You guys are a bunch of weirdos. That's why we like you, though. This is great.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude of topics.
Yeah, I know that much. What do you sense in the fortress of Millepede? Did you manage to protect those that needed to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history.
Yeah.
It has seen much grief and suffering.
Yeah.
And now,
I wonder if he knows about the boats.
Another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
I know.
I mourn this turn of events.
Yeah. Yeah. It started to rain again.
Huh? Why is it raining all of a sudden?
I mean, I saw in the comments, you guys were really, really hinting at saying he was the dragon, and that's why during the cutscene I was like, maybe? But it didn't even happen. So, clear skies suddenly filled with dark clouds. The rain became heavier. Light rain soon starts growing to a downpour. And just a moment before, Neuvillette has mentioned his sense of grief. Okay, they're really bringing it up there, making sure we know. Thinking back to that legend and what Fréminet said, well, here you go, proving what you guys are on about. Not just a random mention. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Wait, Neuvillette, You can't be.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
That's crazy.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's the dragon of water.
The dragon of... what? Huh?
Yeah.
Please do not be so surprised.
I'm not surprised. I was told. I was told as much. Uh-huh.
Furina?
Furina? Oh. Oh. I like this. I don't know where this is headed, but I like it. They definitely have some kind of bond, because he's zoned out towards her. She has to be. Maybe she is cursed. Interesting.
My apologies.
It's okay.
We were just guessing randomly. We didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
What the... What? What?
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
Paimon's gonna splooge the secret everywhere.
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
There's so many dragon history things here. There's like the dragon corpse and everything too, and the Melusines are children of the dragons. So, is there just more dragons? Did he die as a dragon? Become human? Is all the Melusines are his kids?
Please, go ahead.
Okay, please answer big questions for me.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
Just fix it, dude.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
Are we gonna assemble all the dragons at some point? That'd be really cool.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power.
Really?
Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Really? 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 Is that what Celestia has done? Is that the first usurper? Enlighten me, please. Dude, I want to know so much more about the lore.
There are 7
I wish I could
elemental
just
archons
read
and
all the
7
books always.
dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
Is it Elinas, like that thing?
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Fair enough.
Oh, so even you can't solve it.
Nope.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
I want to just take a month off and just read every single book in the game to understand every bit of lore. It'd be so cool.
Please go right ahead. There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the Fortress of Meripede?
Really?
Paimon is a little worried.
Okay. See you later, Neviette.
We'll see you another time.
Wow.
Take care.
You too? Really? Out of the eons. Is that what it said? Out of the eons? Out of the eons. Learn of Neviette's true identity. I wonder if people just had to read on that super early or it got spoiled and like leaks or something. Because people were on that quick. Oh, you're joking me. Expert Company 1? The fuck is Expert Company 1? Okay, give me a second. This gotta be the most random thing. The only fighting I'm gonna do is because a random mission is blocking our Archon quest right now? Sorry for this great scene. We're not into tea, so we started filming documentary films. That had to be the most random thing I've ever done in my life. What in the... Oh, yeah, back there. Okay. What? How were these people involved with this in any way? Return to prison to learn more about everyone's situation. This is gonna be a long dialogue sesh with everybody. Yo, Bran, you got some more for me yet? No, still nothing. Hey, Sijuin.
Sijuin! Traveler, Paimon, you're back!
Uh-huh.
Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
We're both doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How
Yeah.
bad was it?
Well, it got contained early, so.
People sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervulette paid us a visit. It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
Right.
Oh, of course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
I just got Knave. I did nothing.
How did Nervulette know that he was needed here?
Smart man.
Well, Monsieur Nervulette has strong resonance with the hydro element.
Yeah.
When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
Sure.
I ran into the bombshell bros while bandaging the injuries of the wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right.
Appreciate that.
If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
What for?
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time.
Very confusing.
I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
That's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. Not gonna lie.
If you can find the time, please stay at the fortress for just a while longer.
What a weird thing to ask. Please come to prison longer. Sure. I love prison. Smile. Ah, Christo. And Lavrune. What's up, gang?
You guys are back?
Hey, thanks for warning us.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
No.
Huh? No, not at all.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
Oh, we left.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
Yeah.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details. We're just relieved to see you.
Nice.
He was super worried about you, you know.
I believe that. And you know what? That's sweet.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
These guys make a good pair.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago.
Nice.
I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? You think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine. Wherever they are, they're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
What in the world have you guys done to get in here?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals.
Prison pals.
I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
These two. They sure are a lot warmer and friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure the welfare meals must have just skyrocketed in quality recently.
Oh, well, if
It
you
brings
say
all
so.
the prisoners to the
I'll be
yard.
watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
Right. Legend. I like these guys a lot.
Hey, why don't we have a meal with those two one of these days?
Yeah.
You want to cook for him yourself?
Sure.
Why not? Good chance to show them what I can do.
This is just actual super kind normies. Big fan. Let's go to this one real quick, and then I'll do sausage last. I refuse to not call him sausage. It's eternal now. I'm sorry. Egg is egg, sausage is sausage. We are going to... Where is this? Is it the three guys that acted like they were cannibals? It might be them. Like Child's homies, I think. I'm not entirely sure, though. If this guy is here, it's not. This is our bedroom. Just Linny and everything? Or not the bedroom, the medic place? They're still here. They've been sitting here for a while. Hey, gang.
Now guess, what suit will this next card be?
The blue suit.
A bare teeth cat?
Got it.
Well, look who it is.
Hello. How's it going? We talked to father. Very nice. Very kind. And I wouldn't mind if she was my father too.
Traveler, Paimon.
Yes.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, how are you holding up?
Looks like you're recovering nicely from an egg.
Thanks to everyone's support.
Nice.
Oh, right. I managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clarand in person.
Nice job, champ.
Whoa, how did she react?
She didn't care.
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
Maybe she does it more often.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all.
Oops.
She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the Knave.
And she's also our father.
You meant father?
Yep.
Did she say anything to you?
That she's proud of you guys.
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand. And also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
It was a little surprising. I don't think it was, but sure.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic. You should believe her.
I believe
She has
her.
her own way of doing things.
I believe her
and she'll do
100%.
Everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
I said it. My first impression of her was actually really good, really positive.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I get
Father
baited
is
though.
very capable and also trustworthy.
That makes it more sus, but I love it.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lenny was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on others sometimes.
Got it.
That does sound like something that father would say.
Right.
Hey!
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
I think so.
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Wow.
For real?
Cute.
Then Paimon wants another serving of cake.
Another one. Paimon, you had a full ass cake this afternoon.
Another implies that you were already served some delicious
Exactly.
cake while you were out there. How lovely.
Wow, you're not even judging her. You're like, nice for you. I was judging.
Well, next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Sounds great. Man, they make prison look so nice. Now I want to go to prison.
We should start preparing that tea party.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm all for it.
Right.
I'll help you set it up.
I can't wait. One day, we'll do a fan meetup. How about this? We do the LIYUE tea party. Everyone's invited. All we do is sip tea. Honestly, it sounds like an awful idea just because of the risks. How bad is it? You can't even make a tea party when it being completely safe. L. We'll keep it on the checklist. It'd be really cute. Yo, Sausage. Sausage, you in here? Miss Clorande? Oh, Sausage is down there? Alright. Oh, what? It's not even Sausage. Nah, but... What do you guys want? They're dating. They're having a little
Courier?
secret date.
Miss Sijouin told me you still haven't eaten.
My love.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
Sorry, I was just so busy.
That's no excuse for... Huh? It's you two.
Hello.
Lurvine, we're back!
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
Hello
It's
there.
been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
We're fine, thanks. How about you guys?
And you? Are you still taking the secret passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
I wouldn't dare.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary.
Yeah.
But I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
Why?
I mean, the infirmary does make it easier for you to slack off.
True, flamed.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
Flamed back, got him.
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Yeah,
Not at all!
caught together. How cute are you guys?
Courier, the rumors about us are literally everywhere now. Please do something about it.
It's obvious, guys.
But it's not like I caused them by myself. All right. I'll try to do something about it when I can find the time.
I really hope they're both like nicer in private, because I wouldn't want to date either of them. They both seem hella annoying when they're together. Yo, Sausage. Yo, what's up? Nice seat there, dude.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface?
Yep.
Some strange winds blowing of late.
Nah, you know what's going on. As soon as we entered, you know it was weird.
We wanted to see how the fortress is doing. Is everything still alright?
Uh-huh.
We're fine, for the most part. Neuvillette came down and took care of the worst of it.
Nice.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
I thought it was a great idea.
He came here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea.
Uh-huh.
He did remember to take Miss Sijouin's gift with him, though.
Really?
He sure sounds super busy.
He is a busy guy.
Miss Clorande has left as well.
Ah.
She also took her gift from Miss Sijouin.
So, what was that?
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Neuvillette got the milkshake.
Oh.
Clorande received lipstick instead.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, she took a, how do you say this? She took note of what their likings were, perhaps.
Well,
That's what they do.
That's own fault for making Sijuin worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
That's cute.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you as well.
Really?
Are these from Sijuin too?
Milkshakes.
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Really? Thank you.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
Really? This is like a hotel booking. It's like, listen, if you want to stay longer than your sentence, no, that doesn't work. But, you know, until you've booked, you can stay.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food still covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Whoa. Damn.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Of course. That's gotta be the start of Act 5. Return to rest? For real?
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork. So don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
That's amazing. I hope he sits here the entire time, but... You know, I say this often, it'd be so cool, nice grind by the way, it'd be so cool if you just, more characters would just hang out in the open world, have a couple rotating dialogues. It would make it feel so much more alive. I know that there's characters like those, but they're not voiced and everything. I understand it'd also be a lot of effort, but just tiny things, you know, small little things. I don't know how difficult it is to make people record like extra voice lines, and maybe it's expensive and there's a lot of things that come into it, and maybe when a quest happens, then more things need to happen because the character can't be in two places at the same time. Never mind, forget I recommended that. It's a bad idea.
We're back in our cell again.
Yep.
We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
It feels exactly the same because I didn't feel like a prisoner in the first place. It feels like a huge weight is off our shoulders, like we've regained our freedom.
Being free sure feels pretty special now.
Does it? Paimon, is there something you'd like to say?
How did you know?
Because you usually just immediately fall asleep.
Hey,
Can we have one more T-pose, Paimon?
Alright. Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo after all.
What do you mean, after all?
It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people.
Uh-huh.
We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends.
The friends along the way? Would you say that?
There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that pretty cool?
I really feel like there should be an S after best here, but we're the best adventurers ever.
You're counting Paimon today?
Yeah.
Aren't you the only adventurer here?
Being a guide counts too.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
I hope you're serious.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash.
Uh-huh.
So you sleep soon too.
Of course.
The last time we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside
I know.
our cell.
I
The
know.
primordial seawater nearly rose up.
You guys wanna know what's about to
So
happen?
scary.
We're about to fall asleep, and it's gonna end with a child remember moments with the vision, and then it's gonna end. Bet?
We should be safe now, right?
We'll be fine. Don't worry, Paimon.
Alright then. Good night to you, traveler.
Good night, Paimon. Here we go, give me the one more. As if I didn't expect it, come on. Yeah, wow, what a shocker, guys. I totally didn't expect this. Of course this would happen. Oh. Really? What? I feel like I've seen this before. Wait, the dragon? Is it not a whale but a dragon? No, it's a whale. It's massive. I told you this would happen. Cataclysm's Quickening. Act 4 complete. Cataclysm's Quickening. Another constellation for Hydrolumine. And we're here in the cell again. Or still, should I say. Dude, I am... Everything that happened recently has been so insane with this character's release, the story, everything about it, the child cliffhangers. We actually like barely got to see any child today, which is nuts. We got to know Sausage. Cool. Bit more Chlorine lore. Obviously, father lore, very sick. I'm a huge fan of father. objectively, even as a nice person. Oh my god, you get affected by Hydra by this, for real. Did you see that? Wow, I just too many things. Guys, thank you so much for watching Act 4. Act 5 is just gonna be even crazier, and I seriously hope that there's gonna be an Act 6 too. There's so many things that still need to be covered. What's this? Who's the actual Archon thing? What's this child with his whale thing? What's this cooperating with father thing? Too much. I'm super excited. I hope you are too. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe if you want to see, I don't know, I want to do a thing where I just actually deep dive into lore. It'd be super exciting. We'll see. Lots of love. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.